Hello, this will be a channel message for you, for your highest good. And I trust that it found you. Oh, at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment. And as always, I love you so, so much. And I'm so, so proud of you. So I'm talking a hanged man right now. Or a hanged woman. Or however you identify. There's some kind of pause. Some kind of processing, integration, seeing things from a higher perspective. There's been a shift. There's been a shift in your perspective 100%. And the hanged man is so deeply spiritual. Corresponds to Neptune, Pisces energy, the divine, this ethereal space. Seeing the interconnectedness of all things. It's a magical card. It is a card of manifestation, actually. Not a lot of movement externally. Doesn't appear like there's a lot of forward movement, but you're actually healing in a very big way. By actively pouring into yourself, I'm getting a focus on health right now, a focus on your resources, a focus on manifesting abundance and doing it in a different way. That's what I'm getting. Doing it in a different way. Healing from some kind of past wounding or trauma with the Three of Swords here. Developing a new kind of logical perspective around it. I'm just getting this word acceptance. There's acceptance for something that has taken place in the past, and now you are actively healing this thing and identifying where you have been acting from that place of wounding and where maybe you've been anticipating the worst or like bracing for impact or being kind of defensive. You're recognizing this, bringing it into your conscious awareness. You're actually healing this wound. Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, and you're pouring into yourself. You're doing this very consciously. You're doing it actively. These cards are showing up on the masculine side of your energy. So this is the action that you are taking right now. Actively embodying the Queen of Pentacles, which is so, so beautiful. Like I was saying, a focus on the health, a focus on the abundance, tapping into your sense of self-worth and your self-value, understanding that we're all here on this healing journey. And in some respect here, we're never quite like fully healed. Like it's just this ongoing process that takes place. And we're always peeling back these layers through this life experience that we have. And you understand that you're worthy of receiving support, receiving help, receiving abundance in all its forms, no matter where you're at in this continuous ongoing process. And this may be this like major shift in perspective that you're having right now with this hanged man. Really leaning into the spiritual practice, the meditation, intentional, slow living. Grounding yourself, because I'm hearing you've gone off into the deep end at some point. You've jumped right into the deep end here. Oh, it just popped out, that Knight of Swords. And through pouring into yourself, it's giving you the confidence to move forward. Because like I said, you've kind of gone off into the deep end and you're like, okay, let's just take a deep breath and ground ourselves, because there's a lot of information here for me. There's some kind of divine connection, a two-way conversation that you've been establishing with spirit. So it's like, let's just chill. Let's just ground. Let's just keep healing. You know, like encouraging our nervous system to kind of stand down and open up so that we can receive. And now, through some kind of like light bulb moment is what I'm getting, there's a shift in your belief system and your perspective, which is actually inspiring you to move forward. So I'm getting the momentum is going to be picking up here. There's this element of acceleration here. As you kind of reestablish this like vision that you have long-term, this long-term wish fulfillment with the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, but it's in reverse. So you might be like, not like changing your mind, but it's like you're changing your priorities and what's really important to you and what you see as being a part of this long-term wish fulfillment. That might be changing right now. There may be like outdated manifestations or things coming into your life that maybe once upon a time you really did want these things. And that would equate to your, you know, your sense of emotional abundance and fulfillment. And it's like, you know, like now I'm really coming to the truth of what's important to me. I'm reaching this deep, profound truth as to what I really want, what is truly important to me, what I really value. Something about like serotonin here, long-term fulfillment and peace. Maybe just try and establish more of a sense of peace in your life instead of chasing that quick thing. And there's some kind of shift in perspective that is, it's kind of showing you how to pursue that thing now in a different way. You're doing things in a different way. I think I said that. It's like, there's a different like approach here that you're taking. With the Three of Swords in reverse, coming out in your current situation, maybe there was something about your environment or your situation that you realized was not conducive to this healing. Because we're creating the world from the inside out, but what's outside of us will have an effect on us also. So we've got to respect that. We've got to respect that we want to keep our environment clean and free of negative energy. Something about spiritual protection here. Smudging, visualization, you know, maybe visualizing some kind of like orb around you. Being really aware of what's happening in your environment around you, because you understood that there was something around you that was kind of slowing this progress, or it was just kind of pulling you back down, pulling you back into this low kind of vibe. And it's like you've recognized this and you're moving things forward by cleaning something out of your environment, or even just moving away from something that was toxic and not good for you. But I'm getting this sense of like restriction, like maybe it was difficult to do this because there's all of this like Saturn energy with this Three of Swords, and the Nine of Wands is also a card of like kind of feeling restricted and limited as well, wanting to bust out. It had something to do with, like, it may have created a sense of responsibility. I feel like maybe some of you are still moving through this, trying to figure out a way to like get out of it or put the right steps in place, or it's like you've had some kind of shift in perspective and now you're like, okay, I know how to like make a move out of this, or I know which direction I need to go in. Because I get the Ten of Wands. It's like you've accumulated all of these responsibilities, which I feel like you understand you need to like put some things down in order to keep pouring energy into yourself. It's like you need the energy to be able to make this move. And it's like I'm just getting like you're untangling yourself. I'm just seeing like this knot, like this ball of wool with all of these like knots and stuff. And it's like you're slowly kind of like not, maybe in the past you would maybe like rip and tear at this and just kind of tug at it. And now it's like, okay, I need to very kind of delicately unravel this situation, slowly put down these responsibilities, have these conversations with people and be like, yo, like I'm not carrying this stuff anymore. I'm removing myself from this. I'm leaving. This isn't good for me. In whatever way you need to have this conversation. Like some of you guys are maybe cloaking yourself a little bit or saying things in a way where it is your truth, but it's like you're very considerate of how other people feel and the way that other people are going to process this information. And I feel like there's this, I'm getting this energy of like peacekeeping in a way, which is not always a bad thing. I get the King of Wands into the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords came out in reverse. I'm called to keep it upright, but I feel like there's this sense of inner clarity that's being established here because you're tapping into your confidence, going back to this Queen of Pentacles idea where there's something about your self-value and really tapping into that inherent sense of self-worth. It's giving you the ability to move things forward and take control of your life. And it's like with the King of Wands showing up in your current situation, you're being asked to take control of your life. It's like spirit signaling to you and showing you. It's like, yo, you got to make a move here. You got to tap into what it is you really want. Maybe it's forced you into this state of reflection. Like life has kind of put things on hold and put you in a state of pause. I'm hearing that there's like secrets here. There's information that's being withheld from you, and it's actually a blessing because there's something about the way that maybe you would anticipate these gifts that are coming in for you. There's some kind of like really positive shift that's taking place, but Spirit recognizes this this Nine of Wands kind of anticipation energy. So it's like, okay, let's just keep things on the down low and kind of keep things a bit of a secret. Because you do deserve a nice surprise too, by the way. Like you deserve to go through life and be like, oh, wow, like I wasn't expecting that. Like that's a great feeling. And I feel like you're doing this inner child healing, which is like, it's connected to that. There's some kind of relationship there. But anyway, I feel like I'm going all over the place here, but Spirit kind of senses that maybe it's better to keep some things from you and just maybe put you in this state of pause where you've been encouraged to kind of reflect on your priorities and what it is you really want and what you deem to be really the most important thing in your life in terms of your emotional fulfillment. Like I was saying before, shifting these priorities. They're putting you in this state of pause so that you can reflect, and now it's signaling to you, okay, like it's go time. It's time to take control. It's time to make a move. It's time to take action. From a really healthy, masculine kind of perspective here. And that's why all of these cards of healing and pouring into yourself, I think, are on the masculine side of your energy too. Because if you can get out of your own way, the feminine side of you is going to heal itself. Like the body is designed to heal, right? And you've been learning to get out of your own way and rest and just be in stillness. And you've been learning to trust. You've been cultivating this relationship, this connection to the divine, like the Hanged Man would suggest. And now it's like everything is showing you, okay, let's like kind of tap into some of this fiery masculine energy with your situation being the King of Wands. It's like, let's take control of this. Let's take action. Let's make a move. You might be feeling really creative at this time, or life is showing you, okay, like you've got something here. You've got something that's working. Let's lean into this. We can continue to find more clarity and reiterate and shift things. It's like you might be experimenting or tweaking stuff is what I'm getting. There's this like tweaking that's happening here, but everything's kind of pushing you more into this kind of masculine state of being where it's like, yo, let's make a move here. Let's make a move. And it's all happening in like perfect divine timing. You can see with this golden ratio here, like there's this spiral that's taking place, the spiral journey. Like you're recognizing these old lessons that are coming up and you're seeing it from the higher perspective. You're in this new identity as the Hanged Man. Like you're just a new person now. You've grown so much. Like you've grown so much. And now you're seeing these old lessons from a higher perspective. And you're like, okay, I know how to act. I know what to do here. I know how to take control in a healthy way, in a way it's internal. This is about self-control, right? Sticking to the vision, sticking to the plan, and also being flexible when life is shifting things for you, right? Being open to change. And there's something about record keeping I'm getting as well. This kind of Virgo energy where it's good to track our progress. Like if you're not somebody who really tracks your progress or keeps a record of anything, might be good to kind of ponder that and just meditate on that concept. Because I find that when we don't do that, we don't see how much progress we're making. And then it can kind of be a bit of a downer. Like it just starts to feel like a bit of a grind with no reward. But the brain likes to have like a reward system and a process for these things. It likes to see progress. So maybe there's something about record keeping, looking back at your old work, looking back at your old videos, even just daydreaming and meditating on your old situations, your old job, your old relationships, and not staying in this place for too long. Because we want to be present and we want to focus on all of the beautiful, amazing opportunities that are available to us in the future. But maybe just going back in time a little bit and just recognizing how far you've come and practicing gratitude for the lessons, practicing gratitude for the old situations, as shitty as they may have been. Like, they have been a big catalyst for your growth here. So, and I get the King of Cups in your current situation. There's something about reps here and just like being more at peace with this process. With the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Really interesting here. So it's like you're being encouraged to take control of your life, move things forward, act in alignment with this long-term plan, this long-term vision that you have, while still being open to change. This is bringing a lot of internal clarity just by taking the action and moving things forward. It's actually revealing to you the next steps. It's like one step at a time kind of energy. Like you make a move and then spirit shows you the next door to walk through kind of thing. And you're seeing... What I'm getting is that you're seeing that you're a lot more capable than you realized. When you take these steps and you make these moves and you channel your creative energy into this thing, it's like, yo, I'm actually like really good at this. You know what I mean? Like there's that kind of energy here where it's like, yo, like I've got skills. Let's keep going. Let's keep learning. You know, we can be humble in this and just constantly show up and be the student, be open to learn always. But it's like recognizing your own abilities here, which is really good. And there's something about your situation, your life circumstances right now where it's like, okay, let's get into this meditative, repetitive, kind of being at peace with the process, just showing up every day, leaning into the spiritual practice, like I was saying with this Hanged Man. It's like, yo, this reading is kind of saying there's heaps of confirmation here. Because some of you are really like still shifting and healing and actively trying to get out of a current situation, but there's confirmation here that it's working. Like what you're doing is working. You're being encouraged to make certain moves and you're showing up and doing it. You're taking that pause, taking that time to center yourself, tap into your intuition and listen to what your body is telling you as the Hanged Man. And life is kind of like, yep, we're on target here. That's what I'm getting. We're on target. We're on target. Wolves have been coming up for me. Synchronistically. So I've been seeing them everywhere. And now there's this thing that we're on target. We're on target, right? That's not something I would usually say. Again, coming back to this spiral idea. I'm pretty sure like the Timberwolves play at the Target Center. Something about Minneapolis here. And the Six of Cups, it's like there's inner child healing that's taking place. I did say that before this card even came out. So it's like there may be something about a childhood wound or something where we felt disempowered and we felt incapable of making that positive change in our life. We felt stuck. We felt trapped by our circumstances, which happens a lot when you're a kid because you're a kid. So it's like you're not really this like sovereign being yet. You're taking in everything that's around you. And it comes back to what I was saying about how important the environment is, because this has been part of your learning process to go through these situations where you've felt like you've had your power taken away from you as a child. Because now you can look at your current situation and you can be like, yo, my environment is affecting me negatively. Just like the environment that I was in when I was a child, in some kind of way here, there's some aspect of that was not healthy, or it was holding me back, or it's really not a part of this long-term plan, this long-term vision. So there's that. And then there's this message about taking these steps forward and taking the right action and then seeing how truly capable you are. And that's healing this inner child wounding. There's like an inner child that is feeling a lot more safe to play. Like you're healing the shame and the guilt around just being a kid and like having fun and embodying that aspect. And then there's this sense of like agency and autonomy that you're developing here, because it's like, yo, I've got the skills. I've got the ability to make positive change and move things forward. And the inner child's like, yo, like I can change things. I can actually do things and like put myself out there and like I can do something and get a result. Like what a concept. Like there may have been so many situations, some kind of pattern here where you would do all of these things and then you wouldn't get a result because somebody around you wouldn't recognize your amazing work. Like you've got this magical quality about you. You've got a really creative, divine, mystical, magical quality about you. And it's like there's people in the past that didn't recognize this. They didn't see your magic, or they didn't want to see it because it threatened them. You know, some relationship with authority here with these kings on the board. It's like you're healing your relationship with authority. You're healing all the things because you're becoming your own authority. And it's like now you understand that you can take action and you can make positive change in your life. So it's a really beautiful thing. I love this reading. This is really good, guys. Like it's really profound healing that's taking place here. And it's just major confirmation that you're doing all the right things. Keep taking these steps forward. I feel like this is a time, like I was saying before, of acceleration, moving things forward, not being in a rush necessarily. And we got to be wary of where, as this Knight of Swords energy is coming up, like where are we just kind of like really pushing? Because you can see the wind is going one way and the Knight of Swords is going another way. So it's just this reminder about like alignment, just keeping yourself aligned, keeping yourself grounded like you've been doing. I think the grounding practices and just pouring into your health and this intentional slow living is really good for you right now. And organically, naturally, things are going to be moving forward because it's like the inner child has the key. The inner child and something about the sacral chakra. I'm getting the solar plexus as well. There's an unblocking that's taking place in the solar plexus and the sacral. And the sacral is tied to the inner child, which has the key to your creativity. So it's like you're going to be channeling abundant creative energy. Like there's limitless potential here in what you're doing. And Spirit's basically saying, yo, keep going. Keep staying present with yourself. Keep moving at a healthy speed. Pouring this energy into yourself. There may be a masculine around you that's kind of showing you the way, or like showing you that there's a better way, or just like a masculine that's setting an example for you right now. Which again, like I was saying, is healing some kind of relationship with authority. It's like you're able to tap into your discipline now in a way that you never could, because there was this negative relationship that we had with authority, because authority in the past was very oppressive. And you can see this happening on like a social level too, as the system kind of breaks down. But it's like we've experienced a very oppressive sense of authority, and a very like, it's very rigid, hyper-masculine. Okay, you sit there, be quiet, don't say anything. And then everybody's happy, right? Like we're healing that, becoming our own authority, and understanding that discipline can be a really good thing. Consistency and dependability can be a really good thing. It builds character. This is how we make things happen in life from that masculine place. Like you're tapping into your magnetism and your receptivity, which is really beautiful. And pouring into your health is creating some kind of glow up frequency as you heal. As you heal your emotions, it's affecting the way you look. It's affecting the way you talk. It's affecting your body language. Like you're becoming more attractive to people. But through healing this masculine aspect of yourself and healing this relationship that you have with authority and discipline, you're going to be able to move energy around and make things happen in a way that you couldn't do before. And I get the volcano. Relationships express, don't stagnate. So I think self-expression is going to be really important for you right now. It's going to be really big. I was saying before that there's this kind of keeping the peace energy going on, which is sometimes that's the best way to be, right? But we just want to make sure that we're not like editing ourselves or holding ourselves back, or even trying to keep, there's something about like the internal conversation, the internal dialogue. Like this could be showing up in your one-to-one relationships outside of you. But there's something about like, are you being really honest with yourself? And that's the most important thing. And the more that you can tap into your unconditional love, there's no shame here. There's no guilt. We just bring awareness into these things. We bring love into these things. And we make a change where it's required. You know, if we intuitively feel like we really need to do something, we can tap into that sense of agency that we're developing here, and we can do it. So just make sure you're being really honest with yourself and expressing these truths to yourself, some kind of mirror work, having this conversation with yourself, just looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, yo, Dylan, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Let's make this kind of change and see what happens. Let's just be open. Let's be curious about it. You know, let's double down on this thing that's really working and see what happens. You know, honest conversations with yourself, I think, is going to be really important right now. It's going to bring more clarity to your situation. And obviously, it's really important to do this in relationships as well. Like, we want to, this balance, right? We want to create this sense of harmony where we can all work together and cooperate. But we don't want to push things down and not express our truth, not speak our truth. Because it just creates issues. Like, it creates this, because eventually it just comes out. And it just gets expressed. Like this happens internally and externally. When you bottle something up or you push it down, or somebody around you is like suppressing some kind of truth here, it gets expressed eventually. And the longer we try to push it down, the more it ends up being a complete eruption of energy. So a bit of a message here for somebody to just keep expressing your truth, right? Be really nice about it. We can be firm and we can be nice and we can do it with love, and there's totally a way to do it, right? And I get temple, the wisdom within, quieten external noise. I didn't even look at that. And I was talking about internal dialogue, right? But this is such a good time to lean into the stillness and the meditative practice and keep carving out that time for yourself. There's going to be a balance here because I feel like there's conversations that need to happen. Like I said, you're kind of untangling yourself from the situation and letting people know what's going on with you and whatever. So we can very easily get caught up in that whirlwind kind of energy where we get to the end of the week and it's like, yo, what just happened this week? Like I was totally on the wheel. So this is kind of like a reminder to keep coming back home to yourself. Keep sitting in that spiritual closet and closing the door and just sitting with yourself in stillness and allowing these intuitive insights to come up. And I was saying that because the King of Cups in your current situation is like there's something in your life that's showing you that it's a good time to rest in this process, be more at peace with the process that's happening for you, and just sit in that meditation. Because you can see this pose here with this King of Cups. He's just like in bliss. You're going to find bliss. Like you're going to find a deeper sense of internal peace and harmony and perfection. Just being at ease with everything that's going on around you because you're tapping into your internal power. And this card coming out right at the end here is confirmation that this is the play. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making these amazing moves that you're making right now. And when you feel like you're kind of on pause or life's got you on hold a little bit, it's signaling to you that it's a really good time to just sit in meditation and just allow the answers to come to you in divine timing. It might not happen right away. Just sit in this stuff without any kind of expectation, right? And you're going to find the light. Find the light that was within you all along. And there might be something that you find inside of yourself that really wants to be expressed. Because you're a beautiful, creative, magical being. Guys, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. Absolutely crushing it. Let's go. So I might just leave it there. It was a good reading. Really enjoyable reading. So thanks again for showing up and doing this amazing work. Like, it's so important. Like, you're so needed in the world right now, really. Like, the world needs this healing energy. And the more that you can pour this into yourself, show up, be the best version of you, you're just a beacon of light for other people. Like, you're setting a really good example for the people around you. So keep it up, guys. You're doing amazing. Again, I'm super proud of you. Thank you for sharing this incredible, beautiful, magical, healing space with me. I'm so grateful. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Oh, big love to you guys. Let's go. Bye-bye.